Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about radio buttons. So, radio button is used to select only one option from list of options, right? It can either be selected or not selected. So, in this video, I'm going to give you an example with a male or female selector, right? So, first of all, we need to call radio group. The width will be wrap content and wrap content, and inside which we'll call two radio buttons, one for male and other for female, right? Text will be male, and I don't wanna let's give it ID will be male, right? And another radio button for female. In a similar manner, text will be female and ID will be female, right? And don't forget to give ID to a radio group. Let's just give it RG for radio group, right? Now let's go to Java file and let's take a variable for radio group RG, and take a variable for radio button RB, right? Now what we are going to do is that whenever we click this button, and if we have selected one, and whenever we click this button, it will pop up on the text of this button will be pop up on the screen, right? To pop that little message on the screen, in Android there is a method called toast, right? So first of all, we have to implement onClick method for this button. So let's do that first. We have already a button. Before that, let's just map our radio group and radio button with our XML files r.id.rg. We don't really need to map our radio button with our XML file. We'll do that in a later part. So let's first implement the onClick method. b.set onClick listener, new onClick listener, and inside it we'll now implement the mapping of our radio button, right? So first of all, we will need an integer called id equals to radio group dot get tagged radio button id, right? Now radio button equals to find view by id, and inside which we'll pass the id. What it will do that first, whatever radio button is checked inside this radio group, either it's male or a female, it will take an ID of that and it will pass that ID to this integer, and then this ID integer is passed in the find view by ID method of radio button. So this is how we map radio button inside radio group in Android. Right now let's display that little toast we will pop up on our screen. So let's call a method toast, and I'll just create a new toast, and instead of these two double quotes I'll just write RB, that is radio button dot get text, right? So this is it. Let's run our application on our emulator. So it will take a time, and I'll meet you at the end of this process. So here we have our application launched in our emulator. So let's just select one radio button. I'll select male, and let's click on the button, and we can see a male is popped up on our screen. Let's select female and click on the button, and it will pop up a female. So this is how radio button works in Android. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.